Hey, it's the champ Antonio Tarver, and you're listening to Tarver's Take, the most informative take in boxing. Just remember where you heard it first. Man, we got an amazing night of boxing coming up to you for you November 22nd, live from RiyadhSeason. Yeah, yours truly, Turkey Ellis Sheep, has done it again. One of the most stacked cards I've seen in a very, very long time. What makes this card so interesting is uh, 7 out of the 8 featured fighters are all unbeaten, bro. Between all 8 guys, only one man come in with a loss, and that's Anthony Yarde. He has more experience in the championship fights, you know what I mean, than most of these guys. Has a lot more experience at the championship level than a lot of these guys, other than the fighter that he's facing. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna start up and get up to David Benavidez. Man, but we're going to start with Abdullah Mason from Cleveland, the breakout superstar, man, goes for his first championship, and he's looking to become the youngest active champion there is from Cleveland, Ohio, 19-0 with 17 knockouts. Man, he's facing a tough cookie in the UK, Sam Noakes, 17-0 and 15 knockouts, man, and that power is real. I believe this is fight of the night type of sleeper because I just believe, looking at Noakes on the screen, man, he really pops out as one of those aggressive type, not only aggressive, but he has that controlled aggressiveness. He's one of those power boxers, look like a strong man, 28 years old, come in 17-0 with 15 knockouts. Like I said, I believe that power is real. He has a very high guard. He don't do a lot of moving, so he don't give you a lot of angles, a lot of opportunities. He's in your face, has that foot pressure. That's a different type of pressure. He's not always throwing punches, but he's just close enough, you know what I mean, to have you always on guard and thinking. So I believe in this fight, the young phenom Mason is going to have some poise and patience in this fight. He won't be afforded to be careless in this fight. This is a real man he's fighting, and this guy coming in with a lot of power and strength. So this is the type of fight that the young fighter going to have a lot of, he's going to have to be more calculating than anything. You know what I mean? And we're going to have to see some defensive accountability in this one. You don't just want to be getting clipped, just because, you don't have your hands up. So he's going to have to be defensively responsible in this one, and really take his time and set this guy up. Use his height and reach. For a welterweight, he's long. Use that height and reach and box until really use those fill-out rounds too. The first and second round, use them as a fill-out round. Really engage this guy power and strength, so you know what you're dealing with before you open up. You know what I mean? You want to have a real good, solid game plan. Work this guy to the body, because this might be the first fighter that he has to break down, and that might take time. So, Mason has only gone, I think, 6 rounds maybe. So, if this fight gets tough, and what he don't want to do, he has to avoid the war. You don't want to have a war with a fighter like this, or any type of fighter for that matter. But when you talk about levels, where you're going in the future, you know what I mean? You want to kind of separate yourself from a guy like this, and that's going to take a lot of patience, boxing. You feel me? And break this guy down effectively. Be smart. You're going to have to probably use your footwork a little bit in this one, but this is going to be a challenge to see